'Cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone. In a second
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie. I write books. I do other things too, but that's the gist of the channel. If you're looking around and you're like, this is new, you are correct. This is new. I moved again. I've moved a lot of times. Last time you saw me, I was living in New Mexico. I'm not there anymore. I moved a bunch of states all the way back over to Florida, which if you've been here long enough, you'll know is where I was when I started this channel. Yeah, so I was living in Florida. The Panini Press happened. I moved to New Mexico because it's kind of sort of where I'm from. And then I got a job here in Florida and now I'm back. So, yeah. So the purpose of this video is basically to catch y'all up on what's been going on in my life, a bunch of updates, like, hey, I moved to Florida, and other things to come. But I didn't just want to sit here and talk at you, so I'm gonna bring you along while I get some writing done today on my day off. And we'll kind of sprinkle some updates throughout the video. So if that's something that interests you, stick around. And I think I should start with a writing sprint. Yeah. We'll start easy. We'll do 15 minutes. That's what I'm gonna do. But before we go, can we give it up for the shirt? Like, come on. Come on. I went to Bop to the Top, which was the High School Musical tribute tour. Incredible. Good stuff. I will maybe insert some footage and pictures if it's not too embarrassing, because I was living my best life. As good for me as you. No one like you. Why am I feeling so wrong? No matter where life takes us, nothing can break us apart. I love High School Musical. It's like actually a problem, probably. When the tour was announced, about 10 separate people sent it to me and was like, are you going to this? And I said, absolutely I am. Of course I am. Anyway, I bought this shirt for that. It didn't come in time because I'm a procrastinator. And I wore a different shirt. But now I have this shirt and I'm not upset about it at all. Anyway, let's write. Enough talking. Let's write. 15-minute writing sprint. Let's go. Yes, I know that the T is missing from my keyboard. Do I have the money to fix it? Yes. Have I fixed it? No. Downtime for me. First sprint done. 455 words. 455 words in 15 minutes. It's not bad. It's not the best I've ever done, but it's not the worst. Remember, I just moved, so boxes and Digby. So it is 10:55, but I'm gonna make lunch because I didn't eat breakfast because we don't have any breakfast food in the house. So I guess you can call this breakfast, but I'm gonna make ramen. And I think some people would be angry on the internet if I called ramen my breakfast. So we're gonna call it lunch. And while I make it, I will talk more about some life updates. Found a taller angle for you so I don't have to lean down. I have a tripod. It's in one of those boxes and I don't know where it is, so we're playing Tetris? We're using random things to make a place. In my brain I call that cat in the hatting. because you know, like when he's trying to balance and he puts a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense on top. Anyway, so the other life update I wanted to give is that I am still working on Project Wild Ivy, which is my Regency romance. And it's going well, but also it's not going well at all. I am on chapter 13 out of, I believe, 35 plus a prologue, so 36 really. And I have been trudging through chapters 1 through 13 for, goodness, since April. So it's been going very slowly, which has not been great. And yes, I've had a lot of life stuff happening, and that has definitely contributed to it. But also, I was talking to my husband about this like yesterday, and I'm just struggling with the writing motivation right now. And I wish that weren't true, but it is. I think it's just because I am working a traditional 9 to 5 now, and I have found it to be difficult to come home from a long day of work and be like, oh yes, I know what I want to do with my time, write a novel. Which I know is petty and not, like, if I want to be published, it's what I'm gonna have to do. So the update here is that I'm still working on Wild Ivy. It is not going quickly. I'm hoping to change that. I have, my friend Heather is a writer and she lives down here. She actually used to be an author tuber. She doesn't do much anymore. I think it's been a few years, but regardless, I will link her channel in the description. But it's nice to be in the same state as her, so now we can, you know, meet up and actually write and do things like that. The problem being, she is very busy and I'm very busy, so gotta find some time that works together. But I've also, there's a new YouTuber that I follow on here, Kakayo. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. I think that's right. Kakayo writes. I will also link her channel down below. But she is also in Orlando, so maybe hopefully we can meet up and write. That would be amazing. I just need more. I need a writing community. I know I talk about it in literally every video, but I just need people to sit in a coffee shop with me for 3 hours and be like, what are you doing? Not writing? Let's fix that. So if any of you are in Florida or traveling to Florida and you want to take some time out of your vacation to write with me, please let me know. Please let me know. You can message me on Instagram or leave a comment here. I would love to write with you guys. Truly, I need it. I need it more than anything. I know a lot of writers do live streams. I have not found great success being a part of a live stream, and streaming myself makes no sense because I have like 10 subscribers, but maybe one day. I don't know. If you guys have any tips for me, motivation wise, I would love to hear it. I just like getting my butt in the chair is the problem, you know? And then once I'm there, I stare at my novel and I know exactly what I'm doing next. This is draft 2. Like I have an outline. I know what I'm writing. I just need to start typing and then I'm fine. So if you have any tips, please leave them down below. Okay, breakfast, lunch, whatever is complete, and I have relocated to the office and put on my Fitbit so that it can remind me to move once an hour. And we're gonna do another writing sprint. Probably another 15 minutes. I liked that. We'll push ourselves. We'll do 20. So much harder than 15. So I'll see you in 20 minutes. So I finished the 20-minute sprint with 374 words, which was definitely not as productive as the last one, but I did finish chapter 13, and 13 has been a struggle and a half. So honestly, I am I'm very pleased and very happy to move on to chapter 14. I wanted to show you the little writer tracker I have for the day. So this is my August writing tracker. As you can see, this is the first day of August that I have written anything. I started July 30th because I thought, you know, that would be nice. And anyway, it's sad. It's just sad to look at. So I finished chapter 13, hoping to finish chapter 14 today, which means I'm probably going to need about 4 to 5 more sprints of 15 minutes each throughout the day, which is totally fine because it is clock on my laptop is always wrong, so that's not the right time. I think it's like noon, maybe a little bit past that, so I definitely have plenty of time. My husband won't get home from work until 4, and I like to be done before then, so plenty of time. So while I have you here, I want to give another update. So I have started a writing Instagram account, specifically just for my writing stuff, separate from like my normal life. So if that's something you're interested in, if I know how to do it, I will put a little picture here of what the Instagram is. If I can't figure it out, then you'll just see my handle, but follow me over there if you want like more in-depth stuff about what my story's about my writing process. My hope is to keep doing YouTube videos, but if you've been around here long enough, you know that consistency in publishing these videos is not what one would call great. So if you want something more consistent in updates, I would say that's probably the best place to go. Still happy in this spot, so I think I'm going to stay here for the next sprint. Let's go back to 15 minutes. Let's see if I can get back to my 500 words in 15 minutes. That would be really nice if I can get back to that. Let's try that. $456 words, 15 minutes. We did it. It's not a pace I can keep up all the time, but in a draft 2, when I have an outline and I know what's happening, it's very nice to be able to do that much in so little time. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I just need the motivation to get writing and I can accomplish so much. I just don't understand why the motivation is lacking. Welcome to Florida. Here's my neighbors. They're very loud. They like to party. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I have relocated once again, this time to the couch downstairs, and I just finished a 15-minute sprint, 450 words, so I'm not mad at it. This seems to be the pace today. Doing pretty good. I think I've done, hold on, let me do some math. That means I've written 1735 today, which is pretty freaking good. I beat NaNoWriMo if I was doing that. I probably need 2 more sprints, maybe 3, and I should be done with chapter 14, which would mean I'd finish chapter 14 and 13 today, which was honestly like more work than I've done in 2 months. So I would be very pleased with that. I think, let's see, I don't even know what time it is. Probably around 2 o'clock. I'm gonna take a little break. I might take a nap. I might watch some YouTube. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna take a little break and then come back for my last 2 sprints. Maybe I'll go to a coffee shop. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
I was taking a nap and then Digby decided that he didn't want me to be taking a nap anymore. Welcome to the car. We are getting out of the house. I don't know where we're going yet though. Am I actively driving regardless? Yes I am. Thank you for asking. Here's the thing. Half of me is like Starbucks because there's one really close to me and, you know, Starbucks is an objectively good place to write. However, the other part of me is very interested in a McDonald's cheeseburger. I'm not usually a meat girl. Like, I don't eat a lot of meat in general. I eat pretty healthy. You couldn't tell from this video when I decided to have ramen for lunch. But in general, I eat pretty healthy. But right now, I really want a McDonald's cheeseburger. So what do I do? They're in the same general direction. So my thought was, I'll just drive this way and decide once I'm almost there.
What'd you order?
I had the double cheeseburger and small fry.
A guy in front of you just asked for that, and then let's take that one.
Nice. That's never happened to me before. So I like ordered a very simple, I thought, meal, and I went up to, like, I paid, and then I went up to the next window, and they were like, "Can I help you?" I was like, yeah, I got this thing. And they were like, "Oh, a car just got in front of you and said that was their order and took it." And I was like, "What?" So apparently somebody, like, jumped the line and just grabbed my food and then took it. So anyway, they had to remake mine again, which is totally fine. I mean, it took a minute, but it's just funny. I have never heard of that happening. It just makes you sit there and go, like, you know, I guess that desperate times and whatnot. So it is what it is. Just never had that happen to me. It's kind of funny. I did not go in to McDonald's. I did drive-through, and I am satisfied with that decision because there's actually a lot of people in there. I live sort of kind of near Disney World, so it's not super surprising, being summer and all. So yeah, I just picked up some food, and I don't really want to go home. So I might find somewhere to park and just write in my car for a while. But not like a long time because it's very hot. Here's a question for all the ladies out there. If someone has followed you for multiple turns, do you start thinking that they're actually following you and that they're gonna murder you? Or is that just me? Okay, so I've just parked in a little apartment complex that's like kind of near my neighborhood, but it's enough out of the house that whatever. I just parked in their like shaded area, and I'll eat my food and then I'll do like a 15-minute sprint and then I'll go home. I might regret my decision later, but as of right now, I'm glad that I got McDonald's. It was good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a 15-minute riding sprint. I'm gonna turn my car off because I don't want it to run too much. But I might die from the heat, so stay tuned. Okay, I lasted almost the whole 15 minutes with the car off, but more like 13 minutes. So let's count up what I got, and then I'm gonna go home where the AC is. 372 words. I probably have another 2 paragraphs left in this scene, and then the last scene, and then this chapter is done. So I still think I can get it done today. But yes, my husband just got home, so I'm gonna go home to be with him for a while. Then maybe I can convince him to encourage me to keep writing. We shall see. Let's go home. I'm very sweaty.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
As you can see from the outdoors, it is a long time later. I think it's about 8:30 p.m. But yeah, I came home from riding in my car, caught up with my husband, debriefed our days and everything. And then I started getting a migraine, which is not unusual for me. And I think also I've been staring at screens a lot today, so it didn't help. So yeah, I laid down and I fell asleep for about 3 hours. And now we're here. I don't think I'm going to be doing another sprint tonight. I think we're calling it good. Honestly, I did so much today that I'm totally okay with it. I did over 2,000 words and I finished chapter 13, which I have been agonizing over. And I'm nearly done with chapter 14. So I am way happy with everything I accomplished today, regardless of not finishing chapter 14. I just now need to promise myself that I won't go another 2 weeks without writing anything. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun catching up with me and tagging along while I had a really big writing day. If you have any tips for me on how to stay motivated getting my butt in the chair, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a comment below. I really need your help, y'all. Upcoming videos include, I want to talk about all the projects I have going on right now, including a deeper dive into Wild Ivy and what that book is about. And then I want to talk about some of the awesome author tubers I've found on this platform who might not be as big, and I want to share with you guys so that you can check them out too. I want to talk about all the books that I've been reading this year. I've been reading a lot, which has been so awesome. But yeah, there's more to come. Once again, if you want to follow me on Instagram for more frequent updates, I will be posting those on my writing account. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
If you ever feel alone, 'cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone. In a second